Do you know that we have 1,440 minutes in a day? This time is actually available to every one of us, irrespective of who we are, whether rich or poor. We'll all have the same time in life, which is 1,440 in every day. Whatever we do now, we echo in eternity. The way you actually use your time now will determine whether you are going to be successful or not. So everybody has the same time in life, whether you are rich or you are poor. So you have no complaint or anything to say that time has not been fair to you. There are some certain things rich people do that tends to distinguish them from other people in the society. In this video, I'm going to be talking about them, and I believe if you utilize them and put them into practice, there's every possibility, 99.9%, that you are going to be successful. I also believe that if you begin to implement them, you are going to make it in life. The wealthy class or the rich class have some certain secrets that makes them to be very, very successful, even though they may look very simple. But if you put them into practice, there is every possibility that you are going to make it. Number one of those things rich people do that tends to distinguish them from every other person in the society is that they always get things done. What do I mean by getting things done? A lot of us, in life, we always procrastinate. We like postponing things, but life does not actually work like that. Rich people always like getting things done. They don't like procrastination because procrastination is the enemy of time. If you are the type that you are always procrastinating in whatever you do, you are going to realize that at the end of the day, you don't get most of these things done. So, if you want to be successful in 2026, then you always have to get things done. And getting things done means that you don't do any other thing else until you get that things done. For the rich, they deny themselves pleasures, they always stay focused, and they always desire to get that thing which they wanted done at the end of the day. A lot of us are pleasure seekers. We like going to nightclubs. We like, eating, drinking, and the rest of them. Some people even spend the whole day watching movies. I am not saying you should not watch movies. I'm not saying you should not enjoy yourself, but there is actually time for everything. You see, that 1,440 minutes you have, how do you use it in a day? For the rich, time is everything. They don't waste time, they don't procrastinate, and they always get things done. The rich focus on things that they do and they avoid what I call distractions. A lot of us are distracted today by the social media, by the TV, by the phone, by pleasures, by things that are not creating values into our life. They get us distracted. And at the end of the day, we may not be able to achieve our aspirations. So, if you want to get that thing which you desire in 2026, then you need to always get things done. Avoid procrastination, work very hard, and deny yourself some pleasures, and also stay focused on those things. Above all, don't be distracted. You need to understand that success does not happen by itself. A lot of people will say success, they pray, they do all sort of things, to be successful in life. But unfortunately, we don't attack the major thing or we don't get the cardinal things done. And that's why today a lot of people are not successful. You need to get things done and you need to make it happen. And what does that imply? You need to stay focused, avoid distractions, and work towards achieving your dreams and their aspiration. Number two things that makes the rich people to be very successful is what I call taking care of their body. A lot of us, we don't take care of ourselves. We eat all sorts of things that comes our way, and this is not good for our health. So if you want to make it in 2026, don't forget that health is very important. What is the reason or what is the purpose when you are rich and you are not healthy? What is the benefit of having the whole world and you are sick? So, as you are making the money, as you are pursuing success, as you are making money every day, there is a need for you to also take care of yourself. Don't forget that in my previous video, I talked about the four pillars of wealth, where I also mentioned the health. That health is cardinal. That if you have these four pillars of of wealth, then you are good to go in life. One of the four pillars of wealth is what I call health. It is very, very important. If you want more on that video, go and check my previous videos. So, what are those things that you can actually do to take care of yourself? Number one, you need to do exercise on regular basis. You need to take a walk, do some exercises so that your body can function effectively. Number two, you need to watch what you eat. Avoid eating junks. Then number three, you need to meditate every day. You need to find a place in your room or in your house where you meditate, where you purify your system, your soul, your body from any form of intoxication before you begin the day. By so doing, you decongest your system of so many toxics that can actually affect your activities on daily basis. So you need to do exercise, watch what you eat, and also meditate. Number three things that rich people do that makes them to be very wealthy, to be very rich, is what I call they don't waste time and they get rid of their time. Rich people don't waste time because time is actually money. 2026, you need to understand that time is very, very important. Now, if you've watched my previous video, I mentioned the man called Elon Musk, where I said Elon Musk, for 15 years, he actually worked for over 100 hours in a week. And at the end of the day, it paid off for him because he is the richest man in the world today. So, rich people don't joke with time. Time is of importance. So, if you want to make it in life, take time seriously. If you want to make it in life, you need to take time seriously. Don't joke with your time. Don't waste your time because every time wasted cannot be gotten back. It is like throwing a treasure into the ocean. Time is everything in life. Number four things that makes the rich or distinguishes the rich from the average or the middle class in the society is that they say no to almost everything. You see, this problem is prevalent among the middle class and the lower class because they say yes to everything in life. But if you want to succeed, if you want to make it in 2026, then you need to understand that it's not everything you have to say yes to. The difference between the rich and the poor is that they know when to say no because distraction can actually kill success. Distraction, you can easily get distracted in life, most especially when you say yes to everything. So, if you want to build wealth, if you want to become financially independent, then you need to understand that not everything you say yes to. Like I said earlier, we have 1,404 minutes every day. How do you use your own time? Don't give up your time easily. Don't make use of your time unproductively. Don't do things that cannot add value to your life. That 1,440 minutes you have in a day, you need to use it pragmatically. You need to use it judiciously. You need to use it, in a way that it can actually be productive for you. So don't distract yourself. Stay focused. Avoid distractions and work towards achieving your goals in 2026. Now, number five things, which is the last one that rich people actually do that distinguishes them from the poor or the middle class or the lower class in society, is that they keep notes at all time. A lot of us today, most especially in our own part of the world, most people do not understand the importance of keeping a notebook. Now, you see, notebook is very, very important. What do I mean by this? There are sometimes inspirations and ideas will flow into your head. And if you don't have that notebook or you don't have a place you can actually put them down, you may forget about them. A lot of us, we have so many millions of ideas on how to develop or become successful in life, but we don't put it down. We only remember it. And you need to understand that over time, there's every tendency you are going to forget it. Some people will say, I can use my phone. Of course, you can use your phone to take these things down. But there's every possibility that when you use your phone will distract you. There's every possibility that while you are doing that, Facebook will pop up, YouTube will pop up, Instagram will pop up, Snapchat will pop up, and some other things will pop up that will actually distract you. So if you want to make success, if you want to be successful, if you want to become financially independent in 2026, then you need to keep note of everything you do every time. Most especially when the inspirations on what you can do on how to make money comes into your head. Put it down so that you can go back to them and work towards on how to achieve that thing. And that is why you need to have what I call a thinking room. A thinking room is a room where only you is alone. Nobody is with you. You can think straight. You can think on so many things, almost especially on how to create wealth, on how to make money, on what you can actually do that can make you to be wealthy. And as those inspirations and ideas are coming in, you need to jot them down and write them down so that you will never forget it. I believe you have actually gained something in this video, most especially on things that the rich people do to make money or become more wealthier in 2026. I believe that if you put all these things into practice, you are going to make it in 2026. Now, let me know your own opinion. Which of them do you think that you prefer most among all these five I've actually enumerated and explained so far in this video? Till I see you next time, thank you so much and goodbye.